Would you agree there was an individual who testified before you? Would you agree that in this case, and his opinion was that, well, Dr. Janine DeMarte, the only reason was doing that was to get more money from the prosecution. Would you agree that with that statement as it applies in this case?
With all due respect, I wouldn't, because to ensure that the reading level was adequate would probably take 5 minutes.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What you were just talking about with regard to making sure the person is able to read before they take the MMPI, you said it takes about 5 minutes?
Yes.
And in order to make sure that they can read, can't you can also just give them something to read, can't you?
You wouldn't. Here's the problem.
She once told me that she was having difficulty reading because she couldn't focus and concentrate.
So she told you she had difficulty reading?
If before Dr. DeMarte gives this rat test, she has read through thousands of pages of a diary that Ms. Arias wrote herself. She's also reviewed text messages that go back and forth between a conversation with Ms. Arias and other people. And if she has access to another doctor's report that tells her that Ms. Arias has an IQ score of 112, if she has all of that information prior to giving the MMPI, isn't that enough?
No, and I'd like to explain why. Because
she reported to me that she was having difficulty in her general reading. That was one example. There were other examples as well. I would have to refer through my notes in order to find specific ones, but based upon my clinical judgment and my expertise and experience, she met that criteria.
And you can bang on it all you want, and it's still your judgment, isn't it?
Of course it's my judgment.
I can tell you, if Dr. DeMarte had not done that, then someone would have criticized her for not doing that. And so it really is best practice for her just to take the 5 minutes and do it. What does it hurt?
So you're saying that you can conduct a complete rat test in 5 minutes?
No, I'm saying that you can conduct the reading recognition, and that way you can get a grade level on where that person falls in terms of his or her reading recognition.
Okay, but she conducted the entire rat test, didn't she?
I think she just did reading recognition. I'll check.
Okay.
No, just reading recognition.
Okay, and so despite knowing that Ms. Arias had 112 IQ, you still think she had to make sure she could read?
Absolutely, because if she didn't, she would have been crucified.
Headshot.
So basically, the only purpose for doing it then is to make sure that she's not cross-examined for why she didn't do it. Is that what you mean?
That, and to make 100% sure that there is no problem with her reading. It's always a possibility. I would have done it.
Okay. Ms. Arias has an IQ score of 112. Ms. Arias had 112 IQ.
What was the overall IQ score?
The overall IQ is 119.
Ms. Arias has an IQ score of 112.
It's 119.
Ms. Arias had 112 IQ.
It's 119.
So basically the only purpose for doing it then is to make sure that she's not cross-examined for why she didn't do it.
Absolutely, because if she didn't, she would have been crucified.
Headshot.
But based upon my clinical judgment and my expertise and experience, she met that criteria.
And you can bang on it all you want.
I did gagoogity that girl. I geschmoigitied her geflavority with my googus. And I am sorry.
I'm not asking you that, am I?
Giggity, 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 ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
And you can bang on it all you want.
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Giggity, 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 goo. Stick around.